Welcome back to another video by myself, Benjamin. This series is going to be developing on Alephium and how to develop on Alephium. I've made some medium articles, but I think that this is truly the best way to demonstrate development and see real-time errors happen and allow you guys to be able to see those errors happen and how I fix them and debug them and diagnose them and just the process of developing on Alephium in general, right? So if you don't know what Alephium is, as you can see on my screen, it is scalable for devs, scalable for users, and decentralized for all. If you have more information about Alephium, you can find it on the website that I put in the link in the description of this video. And from there, you can begin your journey, venturing into the space. There's plenty of cool things to check out right now. There's a DEX on the actual chain called A-Index. There is a NFT marketplace called deadrare.io. And obviously there's other projects building on Alephium as well. So all cool things to check out. But let's get into it, right? So the first thing when you want to start developing on Alephium is you want to have the Alephium stack. So you want to make sure to clone this stack to your computer, either via HTTPS and GitHub Desktop, or just one of these options here, right? So let's run the stack real quick so I can show you guys how to do that, right? So the first thing you guys are going to need to have is a terminal opened up. Here we go. So here's the terminal. And the first thing that you're going to want to do in this terminal is write your command, right? So in this case, we're going to go into where I have my stack, right? So I'm going to go in here to my documents. I'm going to cd on my Alephium stack. I'm going to run my commands now. So the command to run the stack is and can be found right here, where you can run your stack. So we're going to run that command, and from there we're going to start the stack. Alright, so anyways, running Docker, you have to have Docker installed, make start on the DEVNET, and it looks like it should be good now, minus a few things that are waiting to be created. Cool. So our Docker has finally composed, and we are now good to go, as you can see from the healthy message there, as well as the fact that it has stopped. You can check your Docker, and you'll see a little bit of something that looks like this. Something else, but this is what your Docker instance will look like, right? It'll look a little bit something like this, and you guys will have all these little packages going. If you guys want to stop it, you can click here. Otherwise, yeah, Docker is just going. And it's running a little kind of private network for you, a DEVNET in this case. The next thing to do is getting our Node.js template, which is probably the next most important thing. And by Node.js, I mean Next.js, because that's the template we're going to be using. So we simply click copy paste, and this is a Next.js framework that requires you to have Node.js. So for this, we're just going to go back into our Visual Studio Code. We're going to go into a new document. We're going to terminal, and we're going to say npx command npx not found. This is why you need to have Node installed. So in order to install Node, you need to install Node.js. So in order to install Node.js, you're going to go to Node.js, you're going to click download, and you're going to click on the package that is associated with you and what you need, right? So in my case, I just need the binary the installer for 64-bit /ARM. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click continue, click continue. You probably can't see any of that, but I'm installing Node right now. Configuring my installation, validating my packages, and bam. Node.js has now been installed. So it'll ask if we want to proceed. We're obviously going to say yes. And it will install all those dependencies that we need that are associated with the Next.js repo for Alephium, which gives us kind of a basic shell of how to use the Alephium blockchain and just, you know, basic setup that we can implement upon. Alright, cool. So, as you can see, we got an error, and it looks like that's because we didn't name our project. God. So, you're supposed to name the project. I failed to name that. I'm just going to name this project YouTube because that's what it is. Yep, and as you can see, YouTube has been created over here now as a project. It'll say that there's potentially depreciations in the packages and that you need something or something along those lines. You can ignore most of that. In here, there'll be some things that say modified and SRC test integration. Don't be panicked by all this. There's a lot here, but it's really a lot more simple than it's made to look, right? For us, our goal is just being able to compile the contracts. So it'll say on the Next.js, thing that we need to compile contracts. So what we're gonna do is since we're smart and we want to do things fast, we have bun installed, so we're going to bun install all of those. I thought we had bun installed. I guess we're going to node install them then. That's fine too. Then we can do npm run compile. And since we have our Docker instance running, we are able to compile all the contracts that are in here. As you can see, token faucet and token withdrawal got compiled. We can now check those out. They are going to be in our artifacts instance, and we can check those out here in token faucet. Right? And then we can check our contracts here, which is in token ral and withdraw.ral. So 2 instances of kind of the same thing. Since this video is short, that's really all we wanted to do in this video. You guys can use bun with this. You guys can use npm. It's just up to you and your personal preference, but for the first video, I just wanted to show you getting your development environment ready, how to use it, and getting it set up. So, thanks and peace.